increasing function. Increasing is nothing but whenever you observe the graph, okay, graph observe kar liya, so then the graph will be going on increasing like this from one place to other place. Okay, so graph whenever it is increasing, from the x value is from the, if you observe here, I am going to show it to you in this video. Here my arrow mark is showing x value is nothing but here from here onwards, 0 onwards started, and 0 to pi by 2, whenever you observe that the graph of the sine function is increased, and pi by 2 to pi, the graph of the sine function is decreased. So in the interval 0 to pi by 2, that function is called as a increasing function. In the interval, if a function is increasing and in its domain, so what is the domain of the sin x? And can anyone give the reply to me? Domain is what? What is the domain of the sin x? Is it audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
What is the domain of the sin x? What is the domain of the sin x? Anyone, please? Simple question I am asking. See, you are not able to answer this simple question. In a trigonometry, what you learn in the 11th class.
-1 to 1, no, sir?
No, that is not domain. Domain is nothing but x place, what values can be taken. No one knows? Really?
Sir, please repeat the question.
What is the domain of the sin x, sin function? What is the domain of the sin function? If you are having textbook in front of you, in your text, use the textbook also and you say the answer to me this question. Sin domain what? In the inverse trigonometric functions you are going to have. Really, it is I'm disappointed where you are. Whether it is, if you give the reply in the chat box, at least if you are not, your answer is not.
Sir, is it real number?
Yes, of the real numbers. Any real number can be taken in the place of x. X place में आप देखो graph observe करो बेटा. If you observe the graph, sin x graph, you know the sin x graph. And sin x graph, if you say take here to here, it is x value is take here on the x.
Sir, 0.
On the
It's
x
real
axis,
number.
x value is there. Zero नहीं है. Set of the real number.
Sir, negative
Place you
infinity
can
to
take
positive
any
infinity.
real number. That is only called, yes, negative infinity to positive infinity itself is called as a real numbers. Minus infinity to infinity in the open interval, not interval. So simple basic, this is the thing. Okay, so now if you see, okay, let us see here, sin x function whenever you take into consider here, the graph is like this, 0 to pi by 2, whenever, see here red mark it is there, it is increasing. You observe pi by 2 to pi, here to pi by 2 to pi, it is decreasing. So this, in that interval, actually the domain of the sine function is set of the real numbers. Domain of the sine function is set of the real numbers. And whenever you take into consider 0 to pi by 2, it is increasing, pi by 2 to pi, it is decreasing. In somewhere it is increasing, decreasing, somewhere it is increasing, decreasing. So then this function is neither decreasing nor increasing. If you see that is the function sin x is increasing or decreasing function is the question. So it is neither decreasing nor decreasing. Suppose if the question is asked to you whether the sin x is increasing or decreasing in the interval 0 to pi by 2. If the 0 to pi by 2 is given, in that interval, if it is increasing or decreasing, the question is asking to you, then you can say that in the 0 to pi by 2, it is increasing. Is it clear? In the normally, if it is not asking anything, in its domain, you have to see. What is the domain of that function? Whatever the function is given, what is its domain? Suppose sin x is increasing or decreasing. Like that, any function if you take into consider, you can find out the increasing or decreasing. This is normally by the graphical observation, you can see that. Whenever you see the graphical observation like this. So this is neither increasing nor decreasing, the sin x. And what is the definition of the sin x increasing function? So let I be the any open interval contained in the domain of the real valued function. That is nothing but that interval should be in the real numbers, subset of the real numbers, real valued function. So that function, whenever you take into consider y is equals to f of x, then f is the function is said to be increasing if x1 less than x2. x1 less than x2 implies f of x1 less than f of x2. This is the actual definition. It is called less than or equals to if it is there increasing. x1 less than x2 is nothing but, see, if you observe the graph of the function, so you can pin it to the, I'm stopped the sharing. Now the board is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
So if you take into consider here, in this, we are going to learn the increasing and decreasing functions. So now the increasing function definitions, increasing and the decreasing. So now here, if you see that, normally what is a function? If you take I is an interval, I is an interval, any open interval contained in the domain of the real numbers. This should be the I is a subset of the real numbers. I should be the subset of real numbers. Then f, the function, whenever f is having the domain, this one I is the domain of the, means I is nothing but it may be the any interval. It may be the interval of 0 to pi by 2. It may be the interval of 0 to 1. It may be the interval of open interval 0 to infinity positive, 0 to infinity positive real numbers. Anyone may be I. So in that interval, if you take the x1 less than x2, x1 and x2 what values? This implies f of x1 is less than or equals to f of x2. If it is like this, less than or equals to, if it is there, then it is called as increasing function. It is very simple. Graphical observation you do it. Now I will take the one example to you. F of x is equals to x square. Simple example. F of x is equals to x square. Whenever you take this one, the domain, whenever I will take 0 to 5. In between 0 to 5, if you observe this one, 0 is not there here. 1, let us take 1 will be there here. 1 is less than 2. 1 and 2 are present in this. F of 1 क्या होगा? 1 होगा. F of 1 is 1. F of 2 is 4. Isn't it? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So 1 is less than. So f of x1, f of x2 if you are taking. Then if you take like this, then the function is increasing function. You observe the graph of f of x square. X square, f of x is equals to x square if you take into consider. Okay. So you observe the graph. उसका graph कैसे होता है पता है? You are going to have the graph like this. And you may ask me that 0 here and here approximately somewhere else 5 is there. 0 to 5, whenever you take into consider, the function is going on increasing like this. It goes on increasing only. So towards this positive numbers, this function is increasing. Towards the negative, suppose if you take here, I have given this interval. What is the domain of the f of x equal to x square? The domain of the f of x equal to x square is set of the real numbers. Any real number is a number. Now if you take the negative numbers, you observe that minus 2 take less than, minus 2 is smaller than the minus 1. Then what is f of minus 2 you will get, f of minus 1 you will get. You observe whether you are going to get the less than or greater than. See, graphical observation, you see that here itself it is showing to you -2 whenever you take here -2, here -1 will be there, -2, -1. So decrease over hai. Compulsory decreasing function hoga. So now here from this itself you can understand the decreasing function definition. Definition of the decreasing function. -2 less than -1. F of -2, what do you get? Actually, f of -2 is nothing but 4 you will get. F of -1, what you will get? 1 you will get. Ye greater than hai. So that is nothing but the domain values, lesser values, less than x1 is less than x2. So from this you can get the definition of the decreasing function. Decreasing function ka definition you can extract. Second, x1 is, suppose if you are taking x1 is less than x2 and f of x1 is greater than or equals to f of x2, then it is called a decreasing function. This is the original definition of the increasing decreasing function. Suppose if you are having a strictly less than, third one is x1 is less than x2 whenever you take, f of x1 is strictly, here strictly less than is nothing but equal to not. In that interval, anywhere you are not getting the equal. So then that function is called as a strictly increasing. It is called as strictly increasing. And in the fourth case, if you take the x1 is less than x2, see, blindly you are not supposed to remember this. Most of the students will try to remember. Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
x1 is less than x2 implies f of x1 greater than f of x2. Then it is called as strictly decreasing. It is called as strictly decreasing function. This is original definition of the increasing and decreasing function. But apart from this, you can verify the given functions whether they are increasing or decreasing other than in this way. So I will show it to you. See here. F of x1 less than or equal to f of x2 means then the function is it visible to you now? Here presentation is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
So then this function is called as the increasing function. And whenever you take into consider the next thing is x1 less than x2 means f of x1 less than f of x2. Second one is strictly. So here actually strictly I told it our third point whenever you take into consider exactly less than if it is taken means domain values, the values of the domain are less than but the function value is less than if you are having. And whenever you observe the graph of the functions strictly decreasing and strictly normally increasing. So strictly बोले तो ये सब curve होता है एक जगह में parallel आया ना. So here you see that here in this place it is not increasing. See here is equals to है because here if you observe the graph of this one at one place here you consider the point here 1 2 3 3 मान लो. At the place of 3 the value is 1 2 3 only. Are you getting my point? You mark here as a 1 you consider, here as a 2, here as a 3. So suppose if you consider here it is 0 given, this point is 1, this point is 2, this point is 3. And in the same way this point is 1, this point is 2, this point is 3. So at the place of 3 the functional value is 3. At the place of 4 the functional value is 3. Functional value equal over. Did you get my point? So then the strictly increasing function whenever you take into consider you are not going to have the straight line like this increasing. And don't consider that increasing function whenever you take the always curve will be there. Don't consider curve only. Whatever the previous examples we have taken, even sine function and f of x is equal to x square, I told you that functions whenever curve you are getting, but you may have the straight line also.
Sir, I didn't understand. Means if f of x is equals to f of x1 is equals to f of x2, then how it becomes a straight means like for 4 it is 3, like for 5 it is 3.
No. It is increasing function. Here, if you, whenever you take here 3, 3 if you are taking, 3 you are getting. 4 if you are taking, 3 only. 5 if you are taking, 3 only. 6 if you are taking, 3. These, what are these points? You name this point here, 3 comma 3. Here, what I am marking here. With the arrow mark is visible to you.
Yes, sir.
This point is what here? 3 comma 3. This point is 4 comma 3. This point is 5 comma 3. That is nothing but the in the ordered pair 3 comma 3, 4 comma 3, whenever you have 3 is less than 4, but f of 3 is 3, f of 4 is also 3, equal you are getting. So in that case you can take that this is an increasing function. This is an increasing function. The graph of the increasing function, whenever you take into consider, it is like this, increasing function graph. So this is a graph of the increasing function. First one is equals to Ri some cases now. And let us take the example of x plus 2. F of x is equals to x plus 2. You see this, from this you are going to understand very clearly. See here, it is going on increasing. This graph is called as a strictly increasing. Wherever here you are not going to get the equal value. Equal value means, simple thing is that you can remember that in a graph, if a line, graph of the the graph of the any function, if you take anywhere else, if you get a line which is some part, if you get a parallel to the x-axis, it is increasing function, not strictly increasing. The first one is increasing function. First graph is, because is equals to also you are getting in some place. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
if
sir.
you take here if you take this function, whenever you take, it is going on increasing, strictly increasing. Nowhere else is equals to you are not getting. And nowhere else you are getting is equals to. So it is, the graph of this function is strictly increasing on the set of the real numbers. Not only set of the real numbers, any interval if you take into consider, in the any interval, it is strictly increasing function. Did you get my point here? Ye samajh mein aaya na? So now here decreasing. Decreasing function is nothing but, whenever you take into consider, the third point is f is said to be decreasing function, and I, if x1 is less than x2 and f of x1 is greater than f of x2. Any value, any x1, x2, you have to take into consider in that particular interval. For all x1 belongs to x2. Strictly is nothing but greater than or equal to. So you can observe the graphs of the increasing function and decreasing function, and by the observation of the graph itself, you can say that whether it is increasing or decreasing function. First concept unit. See here, this function is, can anyone say this function, whatever the graph is shown to you, whether it is which type of the function, whether it is increasing, decreasing, strictly increasing, strictly decreasing?
Decreasing.
Yes, simply decreasing you have to say, not strictly, because one place you are having a line which is parallel to the x-axis. At one part of the graph you are having which is parallel to the x-axis. There itself it is saying that it is simply decreasing function. This function, whenever you take into consider, it is simply decreasing function. Okay. See here, that red part is there, na? Red mark it is shown, and that part is parallel to the x-axis. Whenever it is parallel to the x-axis, then you can say that it is decreasing function. And now this function, if you see that the graph is, value of x is increasing and the function value is going on decreasing. F of x is equal to minus x plus 2. Simple example is taken into consider here, and the value is decreasing. So then in this place you can consider this function is decreasing function, strictly decreasing function. This is strictly decreasing. So the definition of the increasing and decreasing function to understand through this graph, easily you can understand. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
Hai na?
sir.
Now whenever you take into consider here, this is the functions. Sin x, whether this function, increasing, decreasing function, whether the sin x is increasing or decreasing, if it is given, what you can say? It is neither increasing nor decreasing in its domain. Set of the domain of the sin x is real numbers. In the set of the real numbers, whenever you take into consider, it is neither increasing nor decreasing. The range is, it is -1 to 1. So if you take the one interval as a I1 is nothing but one interval is taken 0 to pi by 2. In that, when you aberration, it is increasing, and in the graph also you can observe very clearly it is increasing function. Okay. So when you see here, different values are substituted here. Actually, by the substitution, it is showing to you that here x1 is equals to 2 pi by 3 is taken, x2 is equal to 3 pi by 4 is taken in the interval pi by 2 to pi, and f of x1 value, f of x2 value is found, and that values whenever you take into consider compare, this is decreasing function in the pi by 2 to pi. In the interval of pi by 2 to pi, it is decreasing, strictly decreasing. Nowhere else it is. So sin x is neither increasing nor decreasing function. So let us see the increasing function. Some function here it is given to you. See here some examples are given to you. Let us see here. This function let us observe here. F of x is equals to x. In the interval of 0 to 1, it is the value is x only, means 1, and it is equals to 1 in the interval of 1 to 2. So now the question, if I am asking in this is increasing function, strictly increasing now. Suppose if the question is asking to you by giving this question in the interval of 0 to 1, in the open interval 0 to 1, whether it is increasing or decreasing. Can anyone say? Or it is strictly increasing?
Increasing.
Increasing.
Strictly
Increasing.
increasing. Strictly increasing. In the interval 0 to 1, open interval 0 to 1, I told. And if suppose if I am taking in the interval 1 to 2, open interval 1 to 2, if I am taking, whether it is increasing or decreasing. If it is in the interval 1 to 2, it is neither increasing nor decreasing, because equal to you are getting. If you are getting equals to, it is a constant function. In that interval, it is a constant function 1 to 2. In the interval of 1 to 2, whenever you take, it is constant function. So it is neither increasing in that interval. More than 2, if you take, it is increasing function. The same way this function is yes, strictly increasing. This function is about the decreasing function. These are the some intervals here it is given to you. So sin x graph, if you are taking increasing, decreasing in some other intervals. So increasing, decreasing. Now, which is called increasing and decreasing function at a particular point. At one point, when it is called increasing function. F is a real valued function, and a function is defined from the interval to real numbers. And x1 is belongs to I, if you are taking into consider. At a particular point, whether it is increasing or okay. So this actually, whenever you take into consider little bit this point, at the particular point, whenever you take into consider, x1 is a point is given, and x1, if you observe here, x1 can less than little bit small h is very smaller value you have to take into consider, and that is subtracted, and that point is taking. F is said to be increasing at x1. एक particular point में x1 होता है, that means उसका little bit नीचे कम है, means x minus h, x1 plus h, x1 minus h, x1 plus h. So उधर से थोड़ा सा कम, थोड़ा सा ज्यादा. तो उस point में if it is increasing, then it is said to be increasing function at that particular point. So that means particular point में बोलना है तो whether it is increasing or decreasing, उससे थोड़ा कम value, means h value should be a positive value should be taken into consider. That is nothing but, suppose if I am asking a function to you at the place of 0 to pi by 2 sin x, I am taking 0 to pi by 2. In the between that, suppose pi by 3 is there. Pi by 3 is nothing but 60 degrees. Whether the sin x is at the place of 60 degrees, whether it is increasing or decreasing, if I am asking. So at that place, little bit smaller and little bit bigger value, if you take into consider, in that interval, if it is increasing, it is increasing. If it is decreasing, it is decreasing. So that is very simple here. Okay. So now here at the particular point, whether it is increasing or decreasing, here through this you can see here. Now here This is very, very important actually. Through this theorem only, we are going to actually this theorem, to prove this theorem, you need to know the mean value theorem. Mean value theorem is deleted from your syllabus. So as the mean value theorem is deleted from syllabus, this theorem also you can just a statement you try to remember. This is an easiest way to find out whether the given function is function. If it is given to you a complicated function, normally if a simple function is given graph we can write. If a function is given to you that cos theta by cos 1 minus cos 2 theta, like that different functions if it is given to you, whether graph draw करना उसको बहुत मुश्किल होता है. It is not a simple task to you to draw. Then f is said to be a increasing function in the interval if f dash x is greater than or equal to 0. Means you need to find out the derivative of the given function. The derivative of the given function is if it is greater than or equal to 0, it is increasing function. If it is less than or equal to 0, it is a decreasing function. If it is exactly equal to 0, it is a constant function. Constant function is a simple example you can take into account. F of x is equals to, I have taken as a 2x. F of x is equal to 2x. Okay, f of x is equals to 2x I have taken. So whenever you take the 2x, differentiation of the 2x is what? 2. It is a constant function. So 2 is always greater than 0. 2 is always greater than 0, isn't it? F of x is equal to 2x if I take. 2 is always greater than 0. So then you observe the graph of 2x. 2x ka graph draw karo. X equal to 0 means 2x is 0. X equal to 1 means 2x is 2. X equal to 2 means 2x is 4. The values are going on increasing. Graph draw karo, ऐसे increase हो जाते हैं. But if f of x equal to I am taking as a constant, suppose 5 I have taken. If I take the f of x is equals to 5, constant function I have taken, and the derivative of that function is equal to 0, you will get. And constant function, whenever you take it, f of x equal to 5 means it is parallel to the x-axis. X-axis को parallel रहता है. So this is the theorem. Based on this theorem only, you are going to solve all the problems based on in the given exercise what you are having, exercise 6.2. So that is nothing but the simple way of saying whether the function is increasing or decreasing function to say. You can use this into the consideration, this theorem into the consideration. So f is increasing in the interval 0 to pi by 2 if f dash x is greater than or equal to 0. And this can be proved. This can be proved using the mean value theorem. The mean value theorem says to you, this is only the mean value theorem. Mean value theorem says to you f dash as c is equals to c is in the given interval x1 and the x2 if you are taking into the 2 points, and in that interval c will be there exist such that f dash of c. This is called actually mean value theorem. So through this theorem will not be asked to you actually. So you don't worry about that. Now some results let us take into consider here. P is a point if you are taking. These are the graphs here. Okay, let us see. This is tangents, and now let us go to the solve the problems here based on the exercise. Okay, some problems let us consider into the some problems let us consider. Did you understand here? Increasing and decreasing motion. And while solving the problems, it is an easy task for you to understand here. Now let us go for the exercise 6.2. The first starting problem let us take into consideration. 6.2, the first problem. Is the board is visible to you now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
Here, yes. If it is not clearly visible, then you tell exercise 6.2 you see here. So what are the questions are given to you here? The first question is given to you. F of x is equal to 3x plus 17. So this can be done in two different ways. F of x is equals to 3x plus 17 is the question. Where show that this function is strictly increasing in the real numbers, set of the real numbers. It is strictly increasing in the set of the real numbers is the question. Now here if you consider normally, as per the definition of it is asking to you to prove the increasing only. There are two different ways are there here. If x1 is less than x2, if x1 is less than x2, as per the definition, 3x1 is also less than. If you take here less than, you are going to get the less than only. So 3x1 is also less than 3x2. And if you add 7 also 3x plus, sorry, 17 also, that is also 3x1 plus 17. So what is this becomes f of x1? This is less than f of x2. So x1 less than x2, if you take f of x1 less than f of x2, you got. Isn't it? F of x1 less than x2, f of x1 less than f of x2, you got it. Okay. So now here from this you can say that this function is increasing function. The other way is using the theorem. What is theorem says to you? F dash x, simple f dash x find out karo. F dash x, what do you get here from this? F dash x is equals to 3 into 1 plus 0. The differentiation of this function. This is second method. In the second method, if you want to do, actually all the problems we'll do like this only, but all the problems cannot be done like this because this function is given function is a polynomial function. As it is a polynomial function, it is an easy task to you to do. So otherwise it is not possible. So now if you see that this result, you are going to get the 3. 3 is always greater than 0. 3 is always greater than 0. So as per the theorem, now what we have learned, it is f dash x is greater than 0 is nothing but, then you can say that it is an increasing function. Therefore, f is increasing function. So this is a simple, as it is a very simple problem, then you are taken into consider. Now if you see the second question, it is given e power 2x is given to you. E power 2x, if you observe that is also you can do it. E power 2x, the differentiation of the e power 2x is 2e power 2x. 2e power 2x is always greater than 0. For x value, whatever you take, if x take a negative value also, second question it is given to you. Second question, if you take, the function is given to you, f of x is equals to e power 2x. If you are having in the power negative, so what is the differentiation of this one? F dash of x is equals to 2e power 2x. 2e power 2x is always greater than 0 for all x belongs to real numbers. X, any real number you take into consider. Here the question is given to you, the domain is real number. X, sir, you may get out, sir, x negative ले लिया तो. Can anyone tell me what is the e value? हम लोग e exponential function है, ये बोला मैंने. This I have explained to you a lot in the previous chapter. At least do you know that where it lies between? Do you remember? E value किधर से किधर का बीच में रहता है? From where means in between two numbers it lies. E value. Don't know. It lies between 2 and 3. And E is equals to, E is nothing but 1 plus 1 by 1 factorial, 1 by 2 factorial, 1 by 3 factorial, and so on. Exponential and logarithm functions, whenever I said, we discussed this one. Exponential function is nothing but exponential. Once again, you go through the previous class and watch that one. That class is actually really very interesting and useful class to you. Exponential and logarithm functions, whatever I told you. All the properties I told you there. Is it audible to you and visible to you?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
So now E value, whenever you take into consider, this E value will be always lies between 2 and 3. 2 is less than E less than 3. It lies between 2 and 3. So it is a positive number. And it is going to have the X value if you take a negative. Positive number to the power of negative. Suppose if you take the 5. Suppose 2 between 2 and 3 I am saying it is 2.5 मान लो. Approximate. 2.5 to the power of minus 2. If I take, what do you get here? 1 by 2.5 to the power of 2. This is always greater than 0 only. That's why I tell you this is greater than 0. Directly you are not supposed to say here. So this is always greater than 0 for all the values of x belongs to the real numbers. Now you can say that it is increasing. F is increasing in the set of the real numbers. f is increasing. So now if you take the third question, here the question is given to you sin x. You can say that the question is given to you f of x is equals to, by the graph itself you can say that f of x is equal to sin x. So that it is increasing function in the interval 0 to pi by 2. In this it is increasing function, and it is asking you to show that it is decreasing function in the pi by 2 to 2 pi. In the previous video only it is clearly shown to you. But as per, let us prove it as per the theorem. Theorem की through prove करते तो क्या करना है? F dash x if you take into consider, you are going to get cos x. So you know that cos x is in the 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 is nothing but in the first quadrant. cos x का ग्राफ नहीं देखना है, cos x का ग्राफ नहीं देखना है. 0 to pi by 2 cos x will be positive. All the trigonometric ratios.
So can you please
Here
repeat the
all-
question again? What did you
cos
say
x
right
will
now?
be positive. Cos x is positive or negative in the first quadrant, 0 to pi by 2. 0 to pi by 2 is nothing but first quadrant only, na?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Trigonometric ratios are in all the trigonometry. Whenever you learned it, they are all positive. So cos x is greater than 0. It is greater than 0. That is nothing but it is greater than 0 in the interval 0 to pi by 2. So therefore, it is greater than 0, cos x. Cos x is greater than 0 in this interval. Therefore, you can say that the given function sin x is increasing in 0 to pi by 2. The second is the interval, another one is given, pi by 2 to pi is the interval given to you. Pi by 2 to pi interval, whenever you take into consider, in this interval you see that in this interval cos x will be how? Cos x if you take into consider, here first quadrant है, second quadrant में negative होता है ना, only sign is positive here in this, all silver tea cups. Did you get my point?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
in the second quadrant, cos is negative. So in this, so cos x is in this interval, cos x is less than 0. So that is nothing but f dash x is less than 0. Decreasing. Originally तो normally हमको ग्राफ से पता decreasing in the interval 0 to pi by 2 to pi. In the interval pi by 2 to pi, it is decreasing function. So like this sin x, whenever you take into consider like this, and the other problems, simple problems, you can do it. Next thing is, next I'm going to explain to you the very important thing is that polynomial functions, whenever it is given to you, there will be a wavy curve method, a new method which is will be used in normally in IIT exams and JEE exams में use करते हैं वो method use करके, and it is an easy task to you to find the interval in which interval the given function is increasing, in which interval the given function is decreasing. That model problems, let us see it in the next class. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me? And don't exit.